haven't done a video freaking on camera in I don't know how long. I've been doing all these other ones. So here's why if my sound sounds messed up on some of my videos, I end up busting my damn computer that I normally do with my one speaker. So I've been using the computer upstairs, and I get a little different sound. And I think I've worked it out. I've got a little spit shield or whatever, popper shield, and I've learned I got a headphone so I can listen without it double feeding. So hopefully the quality's okay. But so I usually, when I'm like watching TV or messing around, I'll have a staff or a baton, and I'll be working on some of my movements, strikes, and things. So this is one of my staffs. That's some sort of bamboo or something. I don't know what it is. Somebody named what it was. Rattan or something. Well, I found a place that made a good, heavy, hard one. This thing is like oak, and it's 2 pieces laminated together in order to get a bigger round, and it's heavy. Man, if I hit you with this stick, it's going to freaking hurt. But the problem with heavy sticks versus light is this one's not going to hurt as much because doesn't have the mass. This one, dude, if I hit you with it, which is great, it's a little bit harder to spin and to move, but it's got more mass, so when it hits, it's going to be a lot more powerful. So I get this new staff, and of course it's heavy, so when it drops, it does dents and bangs. I don't know if you can tell the difference in this thing is light, this one's heavy. I mean, it's a big difference. So I'm used to working out with this little sucker, which is really light, and I can get a lot of strikes, and it's a little quicker, but it doesn't really give me a workout to where I'm actually getting good strikes. I can get it fast, but it's not as heavy. So I get this new freaking staff, and I'm sitting in the living room, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is heavy. Man, I can get some good strikes with this one. Power chops, jabs. So I'm doing my little routine, and of course every once in a while I'll drop it when I'm either spinning it here or spinning it there or over the head or whatever. Dude, this thing hits the ground, and it barely hit the computer. Smashed the screen. I'll show you the picture. And of course it's a touch screen, so I couldn't freaking get back in it. I couldn't shut it down. I couldn't. What's that little light flashing? Am I running out of battery? Hell, I don't know. So anyway, this bounced in and it cracked the screen. Again, I'll slide in a little picture of what the screen looked like. So I couldn't get in. It's an HP. I call HP. It was a freaking disaster. $300 to replace the screen because it's touch screen. I go, look, I don't use a touch screen. Can I get one without? Oh no, the computer comes with it. You gotta get another one. I'm like, shit. So I had to send it in. Pain in the butt. They keep it. They gotta delete all my shit, so I had to back it up before I sent it. And I go, I can't back it up because I can't get in. And as somebody said, you can plug it into an external screen and it should let you get in. And luckily that worked. I pulled my other screen, plugged it into the laptop, and the screen came up, and I was able to back up all my stuff, erase all my stuff, because I don't want HP going in there. Not that I have anything to hide, I just didn't want them going in my shit. So I had to delete all that. I sent it to them. They keep it. They replace the screen. They send it back. Freaking FedEx trashed the box. It came in, had holes in it, was smashed. I was so pissed. I opened it up. It was cracked on the corner. I had to send it back, and now HP still has it. Man, I hate freaking FedEx. I just did a video on FedEx that'll be coming out on them trashing packages and their horrible delivery. So if you guys got a second and you want to help me out, go to Fort Worth Fedex Express on Google reviews and leave them 1 star and tell them they trash pack. I'll put a link when I put the FedEx video if I can remember. But when you see this video of all the FedEx on how they deliver packages and they don't care, I don't know how that company stays in business. So anyway, got a new staff, very good staff, found it online. This guy makes them. He usually puts a linseed oil finish. I told him to leave mine blank, so I just put a couple coats of tung oil. And it makes it really smooth, man. I shortened it up a little bit. It was 60 inches, and it came a little high, and it was a little long. I like it about shoulder length. So this is a little bit better. Gives me good enough reach. I can still maneuver it and move it around and do my strikes and get good extension, but it's heavy. Man, this sucker's heavy. I can't wait to hit somebody with it. It's just like, man, it's going to crush a bone. It'll be devastating. But I digress. Not that I would promote violence or want to ever hurt anybody, but since I have it, if a burglar came in, I couldn't get to one of my guns within 5 feet of me everywhere. This might help. Anyway, so that's what, there was a couple of questions. Oh yeah, it's freaking raining and thunder. I don't know if you're hearing the thunder out there. The computer just fucking flashed. I go out there to cut the grass. I'm like, oh, should I cut the grass real quick? It's nice and shady. It's cloudy. It's cool. I'm cutting the grass. Man, 5 minutes. All I needed more to finish. Here comes the rain. Lightning. I'm like, ah, shit, I can still finish it. Then all of a sudden, lightning hits like right next door. Boom! Big flash. Shook me. I was like, oh, shit, I got to get the hell out of here. This damn lawnmower's probably creating some electrostatic EMP lightning attractor, and I'm going to get shocked trying to finish this. So my grass still needs 5 minutes cutting, and now everything's wet. And I got wet, and the horses were hiding in the barn because of the lightning, so I fed them, came in, took a shower real quick, washed all the stuff off me. I'm in the shower, the lights go off, big boom. I'm like, shit, they tell you not to take a shower when lightning because if it strikes your pipes, it's going to get you. So I freaking get out of the shower, and I said, shit, I'll come up here and make a video. It's raining outside. I can't work on the computer because the electricity's going off. Luckily, it hadn't gone off doing a video. But I wanted to let you know on the audio changes with the computer being down. There was a question about searching or something. You guys have questions. Sometimes I'll read it and I'll be, man, this is just too much of a complex question to answer in a comment, so I'll make a video on it. And there was something about a pat-down was authorized or a search is authorized per Terry. Look, there's a difference between a pat-down or frisk and a search. A search is I'm actively looking for things, going through, penetrating pockets, penetrating your house, etc. A pat-down or frisk is I'm touching the outside of clothing. I am not penetrating anything, and I'm feeling things that could be weapons and that could hurt me. Now, when I find something, if I can feel it, manipulate it, and identify it, then I can seize it under the plain sight rule. If you have a gun in your pocket, I'm doing a pat-down. I'm not searching. I'm not going in your pocket. You have a gun in your pocket. I pat the outside and go, that feels like a gun. I grab it, manipulate it with my fingers from outside the clothing and go, that is a gun. Now I can seize that for officer safety even without a search. I can seize that gun to protect me while I'm contacting you. So, know the difference, because on one of the, either the court cases, Supreme Court or something, there was confusion about a pat-down and a search. An inventory to me is a search. If a cop tows your car, we have to inventory it. And they say we're inventorying it so you can't say that we stole something or the tow company stole something. So an inventory search is I tow your car, I look through it and I say brown bag, you know, shotgun, rifle, whatever. Bag of explosives, 2 bags of cocaine, whatever I leave in a car, spare tire, jack. Most of the times, most cops just go miscellaneous items and that's it. And if you want to file, then file on the tow company. And it's up to you to prove that something was stolen. So if your car is getting towed, you want to make sure that if something's in there that you don't want, that you think is easy to be stolen, you need to identify probably the cop on video or the tow guy and let them know, hey, that's in the car, there it is, in case the cop doesn't write it down. But if I'm doing an inventory, I can look through your car to see what's there so I can do a complete inventory, which is a search. Now, I mean, the Supreme Court's pretty much already ruled that cops can search cars for pretty much anything. The wind blowing, oh, well, I can search. It's an exception. So there's all kind of exceptions for cars. So getting something tossed because of an unlawful search on a car, man, that's going to be a tough road. Unlawful search a person, a little bit easier. If they've only got reasonable suspicion and they got enough to pat down for officer safety, they can't penetrate clothes. And I've seen a lot of cops on video doing searches when they're calling it a pat down. Hey man, you got any weapons on you? Why don't you get up in this car here and let me pat you down? Now they may use the term search, but they don't have authority to search. Now if you comply and give implied consent, which I don't really like that legally because it's a good way around the Constitution, Some places say, you know what, if you don't actively or affirmatively go, I do not want you searching me, then you kind of waived it because you didn't tell us we couldn't, so we're just going to assume that you said it's okay. Just like it's implied when you call 911, they can record you. It's not a search. It's not unlawful. You dialed, you called them, you know it's recorded. You cannot claim that government took my statement and did Mirandize me and now they're trying to use that to convict me. They are going to use it to convict you and it's going to be held up. So understanding what voluntary is or implied consent is, when you get a driver's license, you sign implied consent that you will blow. That's why when you don't blow a breathalyzer or give blood or urine, you violate the term that you got your license, and that's why they suspend your license. You end up losing. So, and there was one other question that I thought was pretty good and I want to cover, and I can't think of it. I normally like, if I can get Alexa to, you know, make me a list, I'll have her add it, but luckily she didn't come on. Anyway, that's what happened to my computer. Working out, being a damn dummy. I love this little guy. Every time I come, people are like dogging me for getting him. He's the coolest little, man, he just looks like, I'm going to mess you up. Alright, well, in that there, and wait for my FedEx thing on them trash and packages.